All right, we are good to go. Welcome back to the channel. For today's video, we're going to be going over how to make emotional beats. This beat's going to be heavily inspired by Rod Wave's song 25, mainly the drum bounce for it. If you haven't heard that song after the video, go listen to it. Use a whole bunch of new sounds for this. Get creative with the effects and just make something that has that emotional, soulful side. And then that drum bounce and influence from the 25 song by Rod Wave. That's all we got for today, man. Rod Wave, sing on this beat, bro. I'm just playing. Maybe. You never know. Let's go. All right, so the tempo's actually in like the 100s for this. So let's just go, I don't know, let's go 101 for this. That's cool. I got a cool chord progression idea for this. I'm going to just play an F major 7th right here on the top and then mess around with the root notes down here and then add in a couple embellishments, random notes to the top line and see if we can get something cool for this. Hopefully I can record this like first try, but we'll see. Yeah, something like that. Can I do that recording though? Let's see, bro. Also want to try to do, let's see, hold on. Like, yeah. That's clean. I think there's something in there. I'm gonna just quantize all that real quick. All right, so I got the piano quantized. I added in a few notes and kind of just made it a 16 bar loop. So it's actually like 30 seconds long. So it gives us a lot of room to keep this interesting. The next thing I want to do is layer this up with another piano. I'm going to go inside of Arcade for this. And we're going to go into the instrument tabs over here. All of these let us play all of the instruments individually. So you have access to the whole keyboard. They're always adding new stuff to here. And what's crazy about it is all of these are kind of like a mini VST and you could just download them. They have a whole bunch of effects built in. So if you don't have a piano VST, honestly, inside of Arcade, you have access to a whole bunch of sounds. The keys instrument is one of the best ones for piano. So we'll actually go with a couple of these. I'm just going to turn up the reverb a little bit and the delay, but watch how this sounds. Since I already have a piano laid down, I want something to kind of layer with it. That's just going to kind of layer like a modern sound with it, but then have that soulful piano be like the base of it, right? So I might just play these as like full sustained chords, maybe like. I messed up this note over here. So I was trying to do some cool stuff to see if it sounded good. All right, let's duplicate this. I'm going to go back into Arcade and I'm going to get one more instrument. And for this one is where I'm going to get all my textures from. So I'm going to go with another piano. But what I want to do for this one is run it through Portal. Kind of need like a clean sound. This one might work. The classic felt. What I'm going to do is actually copy this here. I'm going to throw this into processing. Let's go on 3. I'm actually going to take Little Alter Boy and replace it with Melda, which is a free pitch shift plugin. And I actually like this one more. Let's go up by a little bit because we are pitch shifting it, so it might not work. Let's hear before and after with this though. Okay, with pitch shift. I honestly thought it was going to mess it up, but it sounds pretty cool. Let's get Portal. One of the best things about Output's plugins and VSTs is you can actually get access to all of them through Output One. With Output One, you get access to all Output's plugins and collection of premium royalty-free samples. This includes Arcade, Co-Producer, Portal, Thermal, and more. You could try it for free with the link in the description. Thank you, Output, for sponsoring today's video. Let's get back to the cook-up. All right, so I'm in my strange Portal bank, and there is one in here. Where's it's the Therme one. I made one that I kind of modeled after like the Therme pedal. Therme vibe. There we go. This one goes crazy. Watch. But we don't need that much to it. So let's go maybe like halfway like that. And then I'm gonna throw another reverb after this. I'm just getting creative. I kind of want this to be like a wash sound. Let's go here. Let's actually do a chorus space. That might be doing too much though, but we'll see. Go like this, boom, boom, boom. That's kind of exactly what I want, like a really washed sound in the background, right? And watch when we add the key back in. Just kind of have this tucked in the background. Then bring this one back in. And then let's cut a little bit of low end out of this. See, so now we have a lot going on. We got that foundation, right? That nice, real, like upfront piano that has a whole bunch of body. And then we have a whole bunch of textures, sounds in the background that are like filling it out, really bringing more emotion to this, but still leaving a whole bunch of room for we can even add like vocals, maybe even like a guitar melody, some strings, whatever it may be. We're not going too crazy. We just kind of had that foundation, and then behind it layered in some really nice textures to kind of accent that emotion, still leaving room for the rest of it, and then we can go crazy with the drums. So if you've watched any of my videos, you know by this time that I add vocals into almost every single beat that I make. I don't know if it's just because I make a whole bunch of like emotional type of beats, or it's just because I really love vocals and beats. But regardless, bro, every single beat there's vocals. So let's get some vocals in here. I'm gonna load up Co-Producer, which is also included in Output 1. Now this is a really good plugin if you don't feel like searching through and finding specific things, right? So it's not generating AI or anything like that. All it's doing is asking you what samples that you want, something that can fit your track. So it'll listen to the track, and then you just tell it like, oh, I want some smooth R&B vocals, or I want some type of guitar for this. And all it's doing is going through all of the different samples that are included with Output. It's finding specific samples that it thinks will fit your track, and then you can drag them in as WAV files, which is perfect because then you could just chop it up and do whatever you need to do. R&B smooth vocals, right? So now we have a whole bunch of vocal samples from Output that it thinks will fit. So we could just press play here and try these out. And you could turn it down right here too, which is nice. So when I'm listening to this, I'm really just listening for like the vibe of it, because I know I can pitch it, I know I can add reverb, delay. So I'm really just kind of seeing like, okay, which one can I hear something happen with? And you get used to that the more you make beats. Really, it's just from doing it for so long. If you like a specific one too, you can hit show similar here. But let's just keep going. See, like something like that. Okay, see, because I'm already like, it's already kind of catchy to me, I'm not gonna lie. So let's go ahead and get that one. Dun 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 dun. That's all I'm thinking, like something to catch my attention. And all we got to do is drag this in. Actually, why I really like this plugin, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, hold on, bro. My ooh didn't sound as good as that, but that was actually go crazy. I kind of want to find a continuation of that. Dun 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 dun. I'm trying to remember this one. This, hold on, because this might be the one. Dun dun dun. Let me hear these two together. All right, so let's actually pitch this one up a whole octave like that to get these to sit better. One of my favorite ones for R&B. So it's just a pitch shift like this down, and then some Valhalla, like a small room. This is just what I've been using recently on my vocals for my beats. And then this EQ curve. I'm not gonna lie, that's going crazy. Okay, then we have this one too. I forgot about this one. Yeah, that's clean. that sounded crazy, bro. Keep this one here. Yeah. All right, so it's either between this one or this one right here. But I feel like this one might fit better. And it seems like I've used it before because it's downloaded, so. Hold on. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, we're recording that. That's it. You know what? I might do it in a spot, maybe here. Yeah, because there's a little less going on. Hold on. Ooh. Yeah. Okay. All right, now it's time for the drums. It's time for the drums, bro. We can no longer do this. All right, let's get into the drums, bro. I'm excited for this. So we got some drums loaded up from my R&B Essentials drum kit, and then a few from the Doomed multi-kit, which also has a drum kit inside of it. So we're gonna start off with the hi-hats here. And as mentioned, we're gonna go with like that little 3-step. Bring this one down. Bring it back up here. Dun, 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 like this. All right, and to get that bounce, what you need to do is alternate between two different sounds for like your rim, snap, or snare. So we're gonna start off with the rim on this one. So we're gonna skip right here. So instead of dun, 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 da, right? Instead of, what we do is delete this one right here. And then we do that same thing for the next sound we're gonna use, and I'm gonna use a snap for this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And change to a snap. And then you can add in like some accents on the snare. So you can go something like this, really just get creative with it. Or I don't know, you could really put it anywhere. So just try to find a cool bounce with it. Hold on. All right, let's go to the bass. We need to go like this with the bass. And let's get the root notes from the chord progression down here. I kind of want to add a little bit of like R&B spice to this. Maybe we could do it here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Boom, boom, boom. So we're just utilizing like the root, fifth, and then the octave of the root. That's kind of clean. I always need the kick. Dun, dun. Oh, hold on, bro. This is going crazy. Wait, we need a bounce. Bump, bump. I messed that up, but that might be clean. Let's add some more over here. I don't really like that like kick that goes into that like that. A lot of the time I keep it out. This kind of adds like some bounce though. About an open hat. forgot about that vocal. Oh, hold on, with the bass going up right there. Nah, that's going. Oh, I forgot. Hold on, bro. I forgot about this whole part. I forgot about that little sound. It kind of sounds like the guitar at the end. The little. Hold on. Nah, this is crazy. Man, I really like how this beat came out, especially the end part. I feel like I'm about to replay that a couple more times just to hear it. But yeah, that's the end, man. I hope you guys enjoyed this. This beat will be uploaded on all streaming platforms. So there'll be a link to my Spotify in the description if you want to hear it. If you want to get that 7-day free trial for Output One, there'll be a link to that in the description as well. Shout out to Output for sponsoring today's video as always. Appreciate you guys so much. And I appreciate you guys for watching the videos and supporting them. If you're interested in my kits, there'll be a link to those in the description. That's all I got for today, man. Till the next video, peace.